We're like COVID victims.
Just watching.
Just watching.
Just chilling back.
Just sit there with your PPE on, mate. It's fine.
Doing a good job there, mate.
Thanks, boss.
This is where I get out and there's just lines going through my roof.
So,
wasn't it nice?
lovely, mate. But a little heat. Turn the car on. Get the heat on.
Wowzers.
Wowzers. Gee whiz, mister.
So yeah, we're just cutting these little brackets out to get all this down. I know they're not the most safest, because if something shatters, it's just going to go straight through them, but damn, they didn't half stop the sparks.
No, I made this exploding hit this at work.
Oh, really? Oh. Face shield.
Just get violently get on a roof banner.
Your windscreen banners, yeah. Yeah.
You missed a trick there. You could have done that in COVID.
Well, I could have done it, good.
Is that going to hit that?
Oh, very noisy.
What?
I only come in here for the warmth.
I'll keep
Max and Jackson relaxing, it ain't too taxing. Needs to do a burnout, doesn't he?
Huh?
Needs to do a burnout. Okay. Have you cut it? Oh, yeah. I missed that one.
Sure, but I'll just pull these out afterwards. These are reason hardy.
Okay, so things have taken a slight turn for the worse. We're now cutting the roof off, leaving all these bits, and I'm just going to get a fiberglass roof and make it go around here, because it was just a nightmare. So this is although this will probably pop out, I'm not going to bother. The time it's going to take to straighten all this stuff out, I won't even bother. I'll just cut the roof out and then be done with it. Right, so that didn't go quite as planned. It looks like an elephant has fallen on the roof. So we cut the tabs, undone all the fixings here, get the sunroof out, give it a little pull, and the whole roof just went vroom. So yeah, the roof was already knackered, as we know. At least now, all this is welded and this is welded. So the plan is, I think what I'll do, I'll get a fiberglass roof, because obviously that cures the delete panel. And what I'll do, rather than having to end it with like the down pillar parts, I think I will just come straight from here across and round, and then, because obviously all this is now good, so all this is solid, so I will just cut the fiberglass around here, like follow this line through, around, then into this bottom lip here, and literally end it there. I think that's going to be the neatest way to sort that situation. So, yes. Didn't go quite to plan. Oh well. There's always another day. Or, I was just shutting up and I did think I could be super posh and get a piece of, because this is all going black, I could get a piece of perspex made, like polycarb, like a tinted polycarb, and do like a full, because it's having a welding cage anyway, the roof structure isn't so much of a problem. You know, I could have the roof cut off if I wanted to, but I could have like a full sunroof almost, like a, what do they call them? Like a massive sunroof, like a glass roof. So, could do that maybe. I don't know, rather than the fiberglass version. And so you can seal the cage and stuff like that through it. Maybe, don't know. Anyway, I'll cut this off a bit later. Right, okay, so that's the roof trimmed out. So it's only done very, very crudely, so I've still got to cut out about, well, see up to this line here. So I've got to cut another 20mm out, so it goes in line with the inside roof line back here. That should be nice and neat then all the way around. I'll get it all stripped off, back to bare metal, ready for the carbon, because I was looking at carbon roofs, fiberglass roofs to be bonded on. But yeah, we're we're really making some progress on this thing. It's going to be super light, this car. Like, bearing in mind, you have fiberglass roof, fiberglass boot, fiberglass bonnet. The doors are all going to be cut out to do the cage. So the only real weight in this car is going to be the roll cage, the engine. Obviously, you've got all the wheels are going to be 15s. So like, it's going to be light as hell. This thing. It's going to be so fast. Well, my 24 stone lump in it, obviously, but yeah, two carbon fibre bucket seats or fiberglass bucket seats. It's going to be weighing nothing. It literally, I reckon this car could bounce now. I reckon we could, I reckon we could lift this car up. Let's see how light this thing is. Light. That's really light. Yeah, once this thing's stiffened up, all the body panels on, 280 in it, this thing's gonna fly, absolutely fly. Blimey. Got some air there, I reckon. Right, so that's it, cut off to the roof line. I need to go round it with a flappy disc. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do. So now I've got a bare metal all of this roof ready to put the fiberglass one on. And then once it's on from underneath, they do sell, Jeff Steel Racing sell, like, because this is a sunroof model, you don't have the interior support panel, but they do sell a panel which bolts between the C pillars, or B pillars, I forget what they're called. I think they're C pillars, but yeah, they bolt there and there basically. It's not really for any strength. It literally just spans the roof to stop the roof from flexing. So obviously I've got a full cage going this anyway, so it's going to make no difference. But we'll see. I might want to put it in afterwards. Obviously that's the roof completely cut off. This was a really mint part of the roof actually, so there's no rot at all around by where the sunroof was. And then yeah, the sunroof itself was really good, so I think I've got a guy interested in taking that just for cuts basically. So yeah, that's where I am with it at the moment. I think that's me done for the evening. What I'm going to try and do in the next few days, if I get some time, or as and when, I'm going to start tidying up the engine bay again, getting all the clips out that I don't need, all the brackets that I don't need, before I cut anything out, so I'll double check that nothing needs mounting to anywhere. But yeah, all of like the seat brackets, all the sound deadening's got to come out, so I've got quite a lot to remove. Like this sort of stuff I can remove. A few of the bracings. I might keep some of the bracing in just for support, because as you could see earlier, it's very, very light already, so I don't really need to lose any weight. Yeah, so it's getting there. I know it's looking like a bit of an old wreck at the moment. Oh, also got to pull the tunnel out because Reese got a bit excited with the porta power on the tunnel, so that's all got to be knocked out again. So we'll get Reese's off the ramp, this one on, knock that out, weld the bits up. I'll probably chuck a couple of little tack welds in here where now it's separated. Just put a drill through and just put one little tack weld. Put the same, put one on each side just to keep that down. Yeah, go from there. Right, so as you all know, obviously we've got the E30s being built. I've got my jzx100 in here now. I needed to get it back in the garage. It just seems a shame it's sitting outside. This is what this whole place was built for, to house the jzx. But yeah, so we was obviously going to sell this, and I kept having an hour in my mind. I've spent so much money on this thing that the returns I was going to get selling it's just pointless. Like, and it's such a good car. Like, this car does everything you could ever want it to do. You know, you can still drive it like a granny out on the street. You know, you can just poodle down the shops in it, or if you want to kick its head in on track, it's brilliant for that as well. So I don't really want to sell it. I think I'm going to keep this car now. And I'm gonna basically do what I said I was gonna do with it in the first place. I will put 2 bucket seats in it because it needs it for driftland now. Bucket seats and harnesses, which is a shame because I really like having the Recaro in the SR7, but they're going to need to change, so I'll be selling this seat at some point. Which brings me to my other plan. Let me just pop the boot. So, oh, this light is knackered. Look at the water coming out of this bloody light. Straight through that old head. This one, these are the Alibaba ones, and this light, for I don't know why, but it fills with water, so I'm gonna have to sort that out. But anyway, these chassis rails that come down here, basically my plan is to weld a piece of metal going all the way along to strengthen the chassis rail up. Underneath that rear number plate, I'll make that a flip up number plate. And then I've still got, it's just sitting outside doing absolutely nothing, but I've still got the trailer that I was going to build. So I got this trailer from Jack at Jay's garage. So this is the trailer sitting here doing absolutely nothing, just sitting in the weeds. It's going to get absolutely rusty and rotten, so I need to do something with it sharpish, and I just thought it'd be a cool project. I'll wrap this trailer the same blue as the car. The over fenders here that are on it, like the arches, I'll do the same as the bonnet, do like the dragon sort of thing on there, so it's matching the car. And if I do local little events like Santa Pod, for example, it's only a couple of hours away from here, and quite often I drive the car to it, I'll just be able to tow that with the tyres on. It's designed specifically for tyres. I think it's like 14, 18-inch wheels and tyres on there, so it's pretty cool. Everyone's going, oh, it's going to tow rubbish because there's no suspension, but we towed it back 2 hours and it was absolutely mint. There was nothing wrong with it. So I've got a pair of 18-inch CSTs, which will match. They're not the 9.5s. They're like an 8J. I think they're somewhere in here. Oh yeah, they're the bottom ones down there. So I'll get them out, strip these tyres off, because I'll save them for a new pair of fronts. Then I'll chuck some tyres on there today, get the wheels on the trailer. Once the wheels are on the trailer, I can move it back in here. I can take a look at what needs doing. So yeah, basically the plan was to weld some structural supports down them chassis rails. Once I've got that welded, I'm going to weld a bar across, and then right through here I'll do like a gooseneck, like it comes up and then in, and there will just be a little bit that sits in here, and then there will be another piece of metal which slots inside, so I can do a completely removable tow bar for the JZX, and it can tow the car with the same trailer behind with the wheels on, and the trailer will have CSTs on as well in the same colour, so it should be pretty rad. That's the plan now anyway. So I'm going to build the E30 a little bit slower. I was going to... Sorry, this chest is still so bad. I've got to go back to the doctor. My chest is terrible. But yeah, I've got to do the E30 a little bit slower. I'm going to keep this because I love it. I don't want to sell it anyway. And I'll just build the E30 up over the next year or so. Just do dribs and drabs. You'll get it'll be a little bit slower on the YouTube for updates on this, but we'll also get the drift inside on this. So there'll be plenty of content. Plus Reese is doing his one. He's going full ham at this one. He's just had his cage delivered actually. He bought second hand online, so he's got like a full mega cage going in it. That'll be done soon. But yeah, it should be pretty cool. I'm excited that I don't have to sell the JZX because I didn't really want to in the first place. But yeah, so Toya's still selling the Crown. She's still got her BM, and she's going to replace the Crown with an S14. So it'll be the best of both worlds. We'll both have BMs, we'll both have Jack cars, and it's kind of, it's kind of where I want to be with it, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I know it's a bit of a change of heart, but I do think it's for the best. So let me quickly swap some tyres over, put the CSTs on this, see what they like, because they're only an 8J them ones, so they should be perfect for this trailer, literally perfect. Alright, let's see what we got. leggers. Got his 16s there for tyre. I'll chuck them down there. Right, yeah, so we've got another pair of basically the 9.5s EC15s, which are them. Yeah, they're the 8Js. So they've got some pretty decent. Still got some grip on them actually. What are they? Maxis, aren't they? Yeah, Max Sport Maxis. So they're a 225/40, the same as my ADO 8s, and they're getting a little bit worse. Where I reckon I'll do another couple of skid days on them, and then I'll chuck these on. So if I pop them off the rims now, see they've not got as much concave as them say. So they will be perfect for the trailer, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, right, so they're the 8Js. Quickly chuck all this back. Then we'll pop them tyres off, get some other tyres on. Lucky enough, we got the tyre machine here actually now, so like a decent one, so nice and easy getting tyres on and off, which is handy. And yeah, we'll offer them up, see how they fit. What I'll do, I'll put a picture up of that trailer when it had T7Rs on, because I know Jack used to tow it on the back of his S15. It looked absolutely rad. So yeah, it had T7R 2-piece on it. It looked mental. So I'll show you the picture now. Yeah, how sick is that? That was that's what it looked like on the T7Rs. It looks so good without the arches on top, but obviously it's not legal, so you can't get away with it. And obviously towing a car that looks like that with a trailer, you want it to be as legal as possible. So yeah, anyway, right, let's crack on with these tours. Right, here we go. CST's on. This thing's going to be cool when it's blue and all wrapped up. So yeah, you can fit like, I think 4 along there, 4 along there. You've got space underneath for a toolbox, and you can fit, I think it was 1, 2, 3, so it's at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 maybe. We did have them stacked. If it wasn't just for the wheels, if it was just tyres, you can stack tons in there because you can squeeze some 2 in there. Yeah, so that's good. Should be pretty cool. Little plate underneath that light there. Yeah, it'd be sick. So just push the 2 E30s outside because Reese is doing a oh mate. Reese is doing a fuel tank on Chris Morris's E30 for him today. So yeah, just gonna strip his old one out because it's got a hole in. He said it can only go quarter tank before it pisses out fuel. So he's only been putting like 25 quid in it. So that ain't no good. So we'll get him sorted out today, and yeah, hopefully he'll be all right. Eh? I'll just round the corner, mate. Why is there mud falling everywhere? Alright, so we've got Chris here with his E30, just getting a fuel tank done. Just having a look at Will Hammond's exhaust fixes. Yeah, no, Chris was telling me it was quite rusty, but it ain't. It's actually a pretty clean car underneath. I think it's better than you thought, Chris.
It is a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, not bad.
I ain't been rolled or T-bone, so...
No, it hasn't been rolled or T-bone like the two outside, that's for sure. Yeah, no, it's cool. Very good. I just love these eyebrows on E30s. I love them, I think they're sick. Bulbits.
Trying to get his car running, he's fucking bothered about eyebrows.
That's what I do now, I don't do mechanical stuff. There's Reese that always tries to get my cars fixed, and there's me sticking like fiberglass tat on it. Yeah. Right, I think Reese is getting there, he's winning. Are you winning, mate?
Yeah, getting there, bud. Getting there.
So, this is my next job, just turned up today. This is Jake. So, if you'll remember in the last video, or video before last at Pod, this was the car that actually got smashed up at the back end. I'll put a quick picture up now. So yeah, that was the car. So basically he's cut the rear end off one and welded it all on. So yeah, it looks mint now. So this whole thing's going to candy apple red. Should be pretty cool when it's done. Yeah, done a really good job on it, to be honest with you. This was absolutely mangled, so yeah, looks good. So this will be on the next video. This is the next video this week. It's getting this thing candy apple red. So cool, this is going to be wicked when it's done. These two old girls getting sorted out and all. Right, so, excuse me, I forgot, as my usual thing, I forgot to record Chris's car was completely done. Drove away, all good, all working. Jake's car's now in here, ready to go. We're going to start wrapping this tomorrow. It's all been wet, flatted down, the whole car's sanded. I didn't do that, but it's already done, so it should stick absolutely fine to this. I'll just give it a good clean up. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to transforming this. I love cars like this. Sorry, excuse me, I'm dressed up like a like a monk. I only popped out here briefly to finish this last bit of recording and put a few bits away, so I'm in my dressing gown. But yeah, no, I was just saying, I love cars like this that come in looking battered and then they leave here looking amazing. That's like a real cool thing for me. I love doing that. So yeah, this is pretty much ready to go for tomorrow. Just needs a good clean down. Obviously trailer, I showed you that earlier, but this bit here is bent basically, so that bit here is bent over. There's a cracked weld on this end, and you see this bar here is bent, which is the main reason why it's kinked over. It's been hit right on the edge there, so what I'm thinking I might do is either cut that off, cut the end off, and either cut it back here and then sleeve it, or even I might just redo them two bars, just weld another bit on there possibly. I'm not sure yet, but the majority of it is done, so yeah, it ain't looking too bad. They're pretty much tight. They're like flush fitment on them arches there, so once it's all wrapped up, all one colour, it should look pretty cool. So yeah, no, I'm digging that. Yeah, so I've got a bit of a full workshop at the moment. I say this will only take me a couple of days really to get that fully done. I'm going to try and have this done by Sunday, if not early next week. And this one, like I say, I've got to order some blue up to make sure it looks like this. Because I think once we do like the livery over the arches and stuff, it'd be pretty cool tied in. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna change out these lights. I'm gonna make the wiring a bit neater, strip all the wiring out, change these lights to some new LED lights on it. Yeah, and it should look pretty cool, really. But yeah, we're all fully packed in, ready to go for this week's work. So I will leave the video there for now, and see you all in a bit. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon. Well, of course, in a bit.